Ventura County Pirates baseball is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from Fairbanks, Alaska, inside of Groden Memorial Field. Along with Alex Rommel, I'm Lou Stowers. Ventura County Pirates baseball is brought to you by The Answer is Yes. Find out if you qualify for a refund from fraudulent credit card transaction fees. Call 760-685-5813. And by WFG Insurance. Need life insurance, income tax returns? Need to roll over that old retirement fund into something that won't lose money? Call Cassidy Eden or Lou Stowers at 562-266-7024 for your free personal financial checkup. Also, you can become a Ventura County Pirates or Bucks host family. All you got to do is call General Manager George Freneau, 805-501-4740. Well, Alex, this is the curtains closing on a 5-game road trip here, barnstorming tour with the Alaska Goldpanners, and we've just had a terrific time, except for the Pirates are 1-3.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'd have a better time if the Pirates were at least 2-2. Really should have won Game 4 yesterday, the nightcap of the doubleheader. But hey, it was a huge improvement yesterday over the performance on Friday. Wasn't really as competitive back in the opening doubleheader on July 5th. But this is the one lone standing game of the series, and I think that the Pirates are motivated to take the day on their way out of town.
Absolutely. And today's game dedicated to all Ventura College Pirates, especially former KMET morning man and great guy, Ace Young. Class of 1968, went there from 1966 to 68, and now lives in Sacramento, and I am just so proud to be able to call Ace Young friend. Also, we want to honor and celebrate the life of USA women's baseball player and D3 baseball player and coach, and glass ceiling breaker, Oz Sailors, who passed away at age 31 from a brain illness. Her motto, baseball isn't played on the field, it's played in your heart. So I want to thank all of those people, the Ventura College Pirate alumni, for joining us today. And we'll have some great news about Brody Brown's injury, but now let's rise for our national anthem. Absolutely. Today's game dedicated to America with the playing of our national anthem. Our national anthem being played as Old Glory waves passively from left to right, along with the Arizona state flag just to its right out in center field over the hitter's eye, which is the Alaska state flag. The Ventura County Pirates, their batting order looks like this. Leading off and playing center field is Ethan Kearney. The shortstop is DJ Akiyama. Designated hitting and pitching, Dylan Nolan Cook in his first action on the mound for the Ventura County Pirates. Batting cleanup and playing third is Jose Mariano. Batting fifth and in left field is Brandon Wynn, followed by Robbie Treto in right field. Batting seventh is the third baseman, Ryder Gordon, followed by Ethan Gonzalez, who is the second baseman. And rounding out the batting order for the Pirates and Scott Murray is his kid, Grant Madrid Murray, who will be behind the plate for Brody Brown. Brody, in an unusual accident, injured his right knee while warming up before yesterday's second game. And he went to the hospital yesterday and had an x-ray, which was negative. So they really don't have a diagnosis yet. So this morning, his dad, Dennis, took Brody to the local hospital where they had an MRI. And I don't see any sad faces from Dennis or Brody Brown. I haven't had a chance to talk with them. But Brody is here at the game and on crutches. And he'll be in good hands with also Scott Murray, who's in the medical field as well as the baseball field. And hopefully all is well with Brody Brown.
Yeah, we wish Brody luck. It was just a freak thing. You get him training and then just something popped. And that can be scary for an athlete. And luckily for Brody, it seems like the worst was avoided. People were floating different issues that it could have been, but the worst seems like it avoided Brody, and I'm glad to see him here and his dad both in good spirits here at Groudon Memorial.
And Brody's dad, Dennis, and I are sharing one of the dormitory apartments at University of Alaska Fairbanks. Want to thank them for their hospitality, along with our terrific bus driver, Cindy, as well, and everybody here with the Alaska Goldpanners. Stepping in to lead things off, it's Ethan Kearney against Lucas Zook. Lucas is a big left-hander, and here comes the first pitch, and that's outside ball one. Lucas Zook, a freshman, 6'4", 230-pounder from Lake Arrowhead, California. Next pitch is in for a strike, and tools his craft at Cal Baptist. Had a chance to finally answer the question of field manager Brett Latchman, and he is indeed the son of former Angel Marcel Latchman, and his uncle is Renee Latchman. 2-1 to Ethan Kearney. So it's good to play catch-up with Brett today for a little while. They've been so busy. And strike two, emphatically called by...
It's like strike three.
Home plate umpire Pat Keegan. At first base is Dan Angelo, and last night's balls and strike caller Ruben Cabral is at third base. Fastball pops the glove of Holt Williams and swung on a miss. Ethan Kearney down on strikes.
Yeah, that's not the way that Kearney's been playing here in Alaska. He's been arguably the most valuable offensive player for the Pirates up here in the 49th state. Just a tough start against a new pitcher for Alaska that Pirates haven't seen yet.
Lefty against lefty as well. Power pitcher, too. And swing and a miss on a changeup to Akiyama. Just to tell you, Ethan Kearney coming into today's game, this series, was 10 for 15, 3 runs scored, a walk, an RBI, 2 stolen bases, and now 2 strikeouts. And that makes him 10 for 16 with a strikeout. And another off-speed pitch, and it's 0-2, swung on a miss to DJ Akiyama. The Ventura County Pirates are wearing their Star-Spangled 4th of July uniforms. And this one's hit high in the air to center field. Hayden Iverson moves over a few steps and puts that away for out number 2. So the navy blue with the white stripes and the white outline, lettering, and numbers, followed by the red and white stripes down towards the torso with the white pants. And the red stirrups, white sanitary socks, and those really nice red, white, and blue Ventura County Pirate caps. Dylan Nolan Cook steps in. His second at bat here in this series. Being called on to pitch because the Pirates, well, their tank is empty, and it's more like a bullpen type of a game today for the Pirates as he takes the first pitch and sends that foul. 0-1. Dylan is a big kid, 6'6", 288 pounds. And just the nicest kid. As big as he is, that's how nice he is. And that's a fastball on the outside corner, swung on a miss, then it's 0-2 to Cook against Zook.
And Dylan would love a souvenir here from Alaska. Has limited chances here, but a big day ahead.
Does a good job of wasting a nice pitch by Zook. Or Zach, pardon me. Lucas Zach. And it remains 0-2. And that hit him? Nope, that just bounced before the batter's box. And bounced and then hit him. So it's 1-2 to Dylan Nolan Cook. Wanting to be a two-way player, and why not? Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. And down goes Cook and the Pirates. Nothing doing for Ventura County in the top of the first inning against Lucas Zach. 1-2-3 they go. And the Alaska Goldpanners coming up in the top of the first will take their first look at Dylan Nolan Cook on the mound when we come back on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the first here at Groden Memorial Field, and we're getting reports that it is sprinkling here. I was afraid that cloud was too big and dark coming over us. And Dylan Nolan Cook on the mound. Alex Ramol, what can you tell us about Dylan?
Yeah, we talked to Dylan for a little bit before the game today, just what we could expect with him on the mound. He throws a fastball, slider, changeup mix, relies on that slider to get his outs, mixes in the changeup a little bit when behind on counts for a change of pace. Nothing crazy there, but his big frame, he can get some solid velocity on it. I've just seen him pitch one time for the Ventura County Bucks. He added in a couple innings there for the Bucks, I believe, gave up a run against the Arroyo Seco Sentinels, I believe. But he has a chance to pitch in with a couple solid innings. That's really what's expected of him, is two based on head coach Scott Murray's plan for the game. So 2 without too much damage would be a great outcome for Dylan Nolan Cook.
Well, he's going to get tested early. Here comes Tyson Reese, who came out on fire in his first game for the Goldpanners yesterday, first 2 games in the doubleheader. We'll go over the defense after Cook's first pitch, and that's a outside, called strike 1, bit off the outside corner. In left field, it's Brandon Wynn. Center field, Ethan Kearney and Robbie Treto in right. Curveball, and that's sent up the line to Jose Mariano, and he takes it himself. 3 unassisted on the putout. So a good start for Dylan Nolan Cook. Of course, the Goldpanners are at a disadvantage. They don't know what this kid has in his tool belt. From third base to first is Ryder Gordon. DJ Yakayama is at short. Ethan Gonzalez at second. Jose Mariano, boy, he keeps getting better every day at first base. And Grant Madrid Murray behind the mound, catching Dylan Nolan Cook. Fastball, and that stays up in the strike zone. 1-0. So let's see how Dylan makes it through the first 9 of the Goldpanners. And that's a slider. Swung on, pulled foul. It'll be Griffin Harrison followed by Mikey Bell, Matt Leiterman, Bubba Roca, Holt Williams, Jesse Espinosa, Hayden Iverson, and Rocco Caballero. Curveball, and that's fouled back, 1-2. So this morning, it seemed was going to be a nice day, partly cloudy. Curveball, and that is inside to Harrison. 2-1. Harrison from Vacaville, a 6'2" sophomore. Fastball, and that's low. 3-2 now to Harrison.
Good chance to show the Panners what he's made of for Nolan Cook.
This one is a fastball, and that's fouled back. So it remains 3-2.
Thought I had a shot at that one, Lou. Came up right near the press box.
Yeah, right. It had our camera tattooed all over it. We can ill afford that. We don't have a spare.
No.
Well, we got your phone.
I'd have to do.
3-2 with one out. Here comes Cook, rocks and deals. Curveball, and that hits Harrison. Now, Nolan Cook does wear glasses. Looks like kind of like those nerdy 1960s professor glasses.
I like the look, though. Again, it's kind of retro.
It is, yeah. In steps Mikey Bell, and here's a big test, right-hander against right-hander. The number 3 hitter, Dylan Cook, with a nice move over to Mariano at first. And Harrison measuring things as Carlos Gonzalez, the assistant coach underneath Latchman, is coaching over at first base and timing out Nolan Cook's. And this one's hit high and hard into left field, and that's gone. Well, told you that was a test. And Mikey Bell got a straight A. It's 2-0 in favor of the Goldpanners on the long, quick home run that sped out of here like a Goldpanner going to the bank. And it's 2-0.
Yeah, Mikey Bell took a bit of a risk swinging big on the first pitch, but it paid off. Why not in the first inning?
Nope. Nolan Cook also trying to get back into the strike zone. Pretty much had to throw a meatball on meatball sandwich night here at Groton Memorial. Here comes the 0-1, and that's outside. 1-1.
I'm looking forward to that, Lou.
And now I'm going to have to try not to think about it. And this one is fisted into center field and in front of Ethan Kearney for a base hit. That was a good piece of hitting by Leiterman. The pitch was inside, and he opened up his stance and held the bat back and just dumped it into center field. Bubba Roca steps in, the left fielder. Scott Murray whistles and sends Kearney over to the second base side, or the right side of second base in center field. First pitch is low.
God, they can probably hear Scott Murray whistle back in Ventura County, back in L.A.
That kind of reminds me of my dad. When we'd be about 3 miles away, the sun goes down in summertime, you hear that whistle, and we dropped what we were doing. This one's dropped into left field down the third base line. Picked up by Brandon Wynn, and here comes the throw to third base, and just in under the tag is Matt Leiterman on the double by Bubba Roca.
Brandon Wynn is still having a sneaky good defensive weekend. That throw wasn't really enough to get Leiterman at third, but it was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be based on the play.
It was right on the bag as Ryder Gordon didn't have to move. So that brings up Holt Williams. Holt, the catcher out of UCI for the Goldpanners, grounds this one up the middle slowly, picked up by Akiyama. They're going to give up a run on an out. They need outs. Second out, 6-3 on the put up, but it's an RBI for Williams. As coming home to score is Matt Leiterman, and it's 3-0 in favor of the Goldpanners. That'll bring up Jesse Espinoza, another left-hander. So this Goldpanner lineup is a mixed bag of lefties and righties. Espinoza was 0 for 1 in the nightcap yesterday. Oh, by the way, Bubba Roca went from second to third on the grounder to Akiyama. So with 2 outs, Dillon looking to get out of it cheap enough. Nice pitch by Dillon. Had some movement on it. Could have been the slider. As we're just getting to know him too from up here. 1-1, that was low and inside. 2-1.
And 3 runs I think would be not an ideal outcome, but an acceptable one for the Pirates, because I believe the Goldpanners might be a bit shorthanded in the pitching department as well. We'll get a lot of looks at a lot of different pitchers.
Way outside, it's 3-1 now to Espinoza.
And that, of course, means it could be easier to mount a comeback if you just find one of those 4 or 5 pitchers that you can take on.
3-1, and Espinoza taking all the way, and fastball bites the outside corner. Now it's full at 3-2 with 2 outs, and the runner at third, Roca, will be on the way, on the run, as far as he can, coming down from third. And this one's bounced slowly to DJ Akiyama, who slings it over and just a little bit too far out of the way of Jose Mariano, maybe taking it a little bit too easy. Error on Akiyama, and that cost him a run. So an unearned run. And DJ will be the first one to tell you that he just missed Jose Mariano. Took it a little too easy in throwing him out with that easy ground ball.
That's exactly what the Pirates don't need with the questionable pitching situation.
Fastball stays out of the strike zone, and it's 1-0. So what should have been the third out is an error on Akiyama. Espinoza at first with the gift, being held on by Mariano. And this one's hit high and deep into left field just before the warning track is wind, and the wind pushed it over to his left, but he corrals it for the third out of the inning. 8 Goldpanners come to the plate. 3 runs, check that, 4 runs only on 2 hits, check that, 3 hits, and 1 man left. 4-0 Panners lead the Pirates going into the top of the second on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Ventura County Baseball is brought to you by, the answer is yes, or I should say the Ventura County Pirates Baseball. MasterCard and Visa is the largest class action settlement in U.S. history. If your company took Visa or MasterCard payments between 2004 and 2019, you are entitled to file a claim for a refund for being overcharged for transaction fees. Call Kevin Sumstein at 760-685-5813. 4 runs on 3 hits and an error for the Pirates, and 4 runs on 3 hits for the Goldpanners, as Jose Mariano fouls the first pitch he sees from Lucas Zach back. But again, the Pirates, their own worst enemy, in allowing that 4th run. Ground ball to shortstop, picked up by Harrison, throws him out to Matt Leiterman, 6-3 on the putout.
And Mariano's been pretty good on offense. Of course, the home run from yesterday comes to mind on this Alaska trip, but right there just jumped out too early, couldn't square it up all the way, and that was a really easy put out from Harrison to Leiterman.
Brandon Wynn steps in and looks at a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Wynn in this series is 2 for 12 with 4 RBI, 2 strikeouts, and a sacrifice fly. So although he hasn't had a lot of hits, he's had an impression knocking in guys. 1-1 the count. Swings and misses on the off-speed pitch, and it's 1-2. Fastball, and that's fouled back. Remains 1-2. So Brandon Wynn took advantage of his time here in Alaska, doing all the activities that the guys could do during the rainy parts of this trip. Here comes the 1-2, and that's tapped foul. Remains 1-2. Enjoyed Walmart. It was kind of almost like that grocery shopping game show where they take the carts.
Guys' grocery games.
One of those, yeah. And they were running up and down the aisles of the Walmart grocery store. This was foul tipped into the glove of Holt Williams, and down goes Wynn. Second strikeout for Zach, and that'll bring up Robbie Trato, the right fielder.
And Zach has really been hitting his spots well so far, in contrast to the other lefty on the staff, Mason Robertson, who basically gave away Game 3.
Fouled back, and that goes into the video booth where Burnley is. Burnley might have got burned. Well, the one good thing, and that's also where Matt Novus is sitting right now. Matt Novus looks at strike 2, does Trato. Of course, Matt Novus took off his Happy Boy uniform and all but shut down. No, just didn't all but. He did shut down the Pirates yesterday. Pitches in the turf, 1-2. So the quirks of college summer baseball, especially when you have an independent team. Fastball, and that's outside. So Trato showing good patience, waiting out Lucas Zach, one of the 2 veterans on this team. That's fouled back, still remains 2-2. Well, the clock just struck 7 here in Fairbanks, Alaska. And with the cloud cover, it looks more like it's 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Here comes the 2-2 with 2 down, swing and a miss. And the ball pops out of Hoyt Williams' glove, and he'll throw on to Leiterman. So it's a strikeout, 2-3. So 2 1 2 3 innings for Lucas Zach and the Goldpanners thrown up against the Pirates. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Goldpanners 4, Pirates nothing. And we'll come up with the bottom of the second on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the second we go, and just a comparison here in 2 innings for Lucas Zach. He's thrown 27 pitches, but then, of course, has gotten 6 straight outs. Meanwhile, Nolan Cook, who comes out for his second inning of work, threw 25 pitches in that bottom of the first inning. Slider in for a strike. But the big thing that Big Dylan has to wash away right away is that bottom of the first, and does so as that foul ball just missed the glove of Madrid Murray, went into his chest protector, and he's okay. And now going out to give Madrid Murray a little bit of time to get the bees out of whatever it is that hit him, or where it did hit him. Pat Keegan goes out and gives Dylan a new ball, and it's 0-2. I'm sure that Messrs. This one's lined into right center field for a base hit. Scurrying over to get it is Ethan Kearney to hold Caballero for a single. That'll bring up the top of the order, Tyson Reese. I'm sure Nick Cardinal and Sean Skelly and Scott Murray all had a chat with Dylan Cook in between innings.
Yeah, this is a rare opportunity for him to get sent up and pitch for the Pirates, also with that key spot in the batting order. So it's a big audition for what could be the end of the summer.
Fly ball the other way into left field is slicing into Wynn's glove, and he grabs it, and going back to first base is Caballero with 1 down. So then again, it all boils down to get everything out of your head, do what you know how to do, and let the defense help you out.
Yeah, the thing with the bullpen game is that you can kind of show your hand entirely to a team because you may not have to see them again. Issue with that is 8 batters went up in the first inning against Nolan Cook, so some of these guys have already seen what Dylan can do. So he needs to get a little more creative than he otherwise would. But this is a big spot for him.
Griffin Harrison was hit by a pitch on a 3-2 count. So that was the insult to that injury, is that it was a 3-2 count and then he hit him.
Yeah, 7-pitch at bat. So of all these guys, really, Harrison's seen the most of Nolan Cook's stuff.
Pirate infield pinching for 2. Going to be tough with Caballero at first. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. And has Harrison in the hole, 0-2. Nick Rush flashing signs down to Harrison from third base. Coaching over at first is Carlos Gonzalez, one of the coaches at Cypress Junior College. So they are scattered all over the country in summertime here. Ground ball to third, picked up by Gordon, and he bobbles it, so it'll be another error. Wanted to go to second to start the double play, the around the horn double play, but just couldn't get a handle on the ball. And instead of at least 1 out, or 2 outs, it's 1 out and 2 runners on. Caballero is at second. Harrison is at first. And the second error for the left side of the infield for the Pirates, and up comes Mikey Bell, they're still looking for that ball out in the parking lot at Fairbanks Curling Club. And I think I see it out there. Here comes Cook's pitch. Slider, and that just missed. Looked like it was over the plate.
Disappointing that double play couldn't have been completed, because I thought it had a good chance to, and Ryder Gordon, normally a great natural fielder, just rushed himself a little bit and bobbled the ball around. So now a hitter who's already taken advantage has a big opportunity.
Cook looking back at the runner at second, now throws a changeup, and that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1 to Mikey Bell. Bell seems to like this Pirates pitching staff. He had 2 hits and 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored in yesterday's nightcap. Dylan Cook ignores there's a line drive, and that's going to be a double play. A line drive to second. Gonzalez, who was actually waiting for the pickoff play, stopped right there, picked off that line drive, and Rocco Caballero was already on his way to third base. So an unassisted double play by Gonzalez ends the inning. So no runs on a hit and nobody left. As we'll go to the top of the third inning, the Goldpanners have a 4-0 lead over the Pirates on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Support your Ventura County Pirates and Bucks by Buy the Bucks red and white, black, blah, 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 blah. Red or black fitted hats for $30, or the Ventura County Pirates' new CCL red and black hat, or the Star Spangled hat that we were just given by George Renault for $35. They'll be at every game at the press box. Also, the new Ventura County Pirates t-shirts are available with the new logo on the back. Those are $25. Kid size is $20. We'll see you back at home on Wednesday. Zach fires a fastball into Ryder Gordon, and that's down the middle for a strike. Had a chance to talk to Ryder's mom, Michelle, dad Josh, and granddad Ken, who have come up here for this trip. And they're having a great time as usual. Took a picture of them, so that'll be up on our Instagram page.
Yeah, lucky for Ryder, got to come up a couple days early and explore.
Now he's exploring a base hit into right center field, picked up by Hayden Iverson, and gets it back in. And a leadoff hit is just what the Pirates need. So that cracks the goose egg as far as getting a hit and getting a base runner on for the Pirates, and that'll bring up second baseman Ethan Gonzalez, who is getting the signs from Scott Murray over in the third base coaching box. It looks like Mason Miles is in the first base coaching box. A late strike called by Pat Keegan, 0-1. On deck, Grant Madrid Murray. Fastball, and that's low. And it's 1-1. So now the Pirates will get to see how Zach reacts in the stretch. Gordon, not a big lead at all. Fastball, a ball, snap throw down. No, it was called a strike. Was that called a strike or not? Thought it was a ball.
Looks like a ball to me.
But then
oh no,
another late strike because I heard him bark. Okay, so it's 1-2. So snap throw down to first by Holt Williams to Leiterman. Chases back Gordon, and it's 1-2, even though the scoreboard says 2-1. But we saw the umpire say 1-2. Zach looks over at Gordon, rocks and deals an off-speed pitch, and that's popped up in back of shortstop and put away by Griffin Harrison. So that's one down. And that'll bring up the bottom of the order and Grant Madrid Murray. So going back to the bottom of the second, Dylan Nolan Cook threw only 9 pitches as opposed to 25 back in the first inning. So a much better inning for Dylan.
And maybe because of that, he may not be done.
Don't see anybody up in the bullpen.
No, which the game script seems like it should have been 2 innings for DNC, but he's doing well.
That one cracked the inside corner. And it's 0-1 to Madrid Murray. Patrick Keegan is behind the plate. It seems like his strike zone is widened a touch today, as opposed to the first time we saw him. Nice pickup by Matt Leiterman to scoop up that bad pickoff move. Well, actually not a bad pickoff move. It was on the bag. But not exactly where he'd want it. Here comes the 0-1 with 1 out, and the Panners defense on the infield is ready for 2. Low and inside, and it's 1-1 now to Grant Madrid Murray. Top of the order, and Ethan Kearney on deck. Four to nothing. Pirates trying to chip away at this lead, and Madrid Murray held up, but it was a strike anyway. 1-2.
Madrid Murray's had some rough at-bats here in Alaska. Hasn't been great on offense this season. Be great for him to turn it around in this final game before we all head home.
Boy, if he can find something to go into right center field, he and Gonzalez can run a long way. Or actually, Gordon. But the pitch is a ball. 2-2 the count with 1 down in the top of the 3rd inning. Glad you joined us on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Runner goes. The pitch is swung on and missed. And a strikeout, but a stolen base. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Ethan Kearney, and the Pirates need a 2-out something to at least break the goose egg on the scoreboard. They broke Lucas Zach's goose egg by getting a hit and a runner on, and that's Ryder Gordon out at second base. Fastball, and that's poked the other way into left field, and that stays up just enough for Bubba Roca to corral it. So first pitch swinging, and it was a good hit, but Bubba Roca was right there, very well placed, and nothing doing for the Pirates after a leadoff single by Ryder Gordon. No runs on a hit and a man left. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. And Dylan Cook is waiting for Scott Murray to say, "Am I out there, Coach?" But we'll find out when we come back. 4-0 Goldpanners over the Pirates on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the third we go, and it'll be Matt Leiterman, Bubba Rocha, and Holt Williams to face Dylan Nolan Cook, who does come out, in fact, for his third inning of work, and waved at him, missed, and made Leiterman look bad on that first swing and miss. On the slider, another slider, and that lands in the strike zone, and it's 0-2 quickly to Matt Leiterman from Dylan Cook. And we do have a Pirate warming up in the bullpen as the pitch is popped up behind second base, and Gonzalez calls everybody off and puts it away. And it's one down. JP, Joseph Perez, is...
Perez should be down for 2 innings today if all goes well enough for him.
And as far as I know, we're going 9 innings. Cook's first pitch, and that's high and tight to Rocha. Ethan Kearney has now been moved over to the left side of second base, to the right side in right center field slightly. And another late strike to Rocha, who is 1 for 1 with a double down the line and came around to score. And a late strike call again, and it's 0-2.
It's clear Patrick Keegan, the home plate ump, likes to take his time.
Nice curveball, and that stayed outside, or inside, and it's 2-2. That was a beauty. That had a lot of movement on it.
It was, and the suspense from Keegan's call didn't come.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and Rocha knew it. So first strikeout in the D1 club for Dylan Nolan Cook. So hats off to him. That'll bring up big Holt Williams. Holt is 0 for 1, grounded to shortstop and knocked a run in. That's a curveball, and says, "There you go, Mr. Keegan. How was that?"
Yeah, I'm
and
loving.
Keegan says, "That's a strike."
I'm loving Nolan Cook's breaking balls in this inning.
This one's on the outside part of the plate and hit to Gonzalez, who throws him out. At a 1-2-3 inning, just like that, for Dylan Nolan Cook. How about that? Hats off, big guy. 4-3 on the putout. And only 10 pitches to do it. So Dylan Nolan Cook comes in and puts the collar on the Goldpanners in what could be his final inning of work. 3 up, 3 down for the Goldpanners in their half of the third. The Goldpanners still lead the Pirates 4-0. When we come back, Alex Rameau will take over the microphone on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Groudon Memorial Field for the final matchup between the Goldpanners and the Pirates. Alaska leads 4-0 in the top of the fourth, with DJ Akiyama first up to face Alaska's starter Lucas Zach. Here goes Zach. That one down the middle but low for ball 1 on DJ. Of course, a switch hitter hitting from the righty's side. Last time flew out to center as 1-0 is swung on and missed. And Zach jumped all over Akiyama last time, got up to a easy 0-2 lead. Already things looking a little better for DJ. Here's the pitch, half swing, low. And it seems he went.
Well, that was a generous call by Dan Angelo. Noah Smith is warming up for the Goldpanners down in their left field dugout.
1-2 pitch is lined over to third and bobbled by Bell. That won't do. A single for DJ Akiyama to lead off in the top of the fourth.
That was a smash by DJ. And Mikey Bell did a great job just to try to backhand that thing, a la Brooks Robinson. But it didn't cooperate with the glove. But still held him to a single.
Yeah, would have been extra bases for sure, probably a double. But now there's going to be a pitching check. Coach Latchman coming out to see what's up with Lucas Zach. But before he does that, apparently somebody dropped something on the third baseline.
It wasn't a contact lens. It looked like a Mento or something.
If Coach could see a contact lens on the ground, he should, I don't know what the opposite of like getting your eyes checked is. He should enter some sort of competition. He should work for the Army base or Air Force base around here because...
In a spy plane.
Yeah. So that's it for Lucas Zach. 3 clean innings for the lefty.
Didn't waste any time, did he? Well, Noah Smith barely started throwing his warm-up pitches.
But he's pretty warmed up already this weekend. He pitched in both days of this series so far and has done very well in both appearances. Got the save in game 2, I believe. Or actually, no, this is Brandon Weiland. This is the Orange County native coming up.
Oh, number 9.
Of Cypress Junior College. And during this pitching change, I'll remind you to follow the Ventura County Pirates on social media. Go to V County Pirates for team news and leave your comments. That's V County Pirates on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We like to thank our social media interns, Michaela Paragas and Katana Stewart, from working remotely. They sadly couldn't make the trip with us to the 49th state, but they're doing great work from California. And I'll say they even ran into the social intern, or whoever runs the social accounts for the Goldpanners, and she was very complimentary of our coverage so far. Said that it inspired her. She liked our player interviews, which we've had a couple. Brandon Weiland is one of the guys we talked to, of course, with his college teammate Mason Miles. And we like to have fun on there, and there'll be some final updates from Alaska as we make our way out of here for our late night flight back to CA.
Yeah, that was a fun interview with Weiland and Miles, as they're more like brothers or cousins.
They look
teammates.
like cousins.
I can't really tell if it's drizzling or not, or it's just really damp. Looks like the ground beyond the turf is getting darker, which usually means it's raining, but I can't tell. Well, people aren't wearing I don't see any umbrellas. People don't have their hats on. So I don't think it's raining.
You may not see umbrellas, but these Fairbanks people are pretty tough. They may not care until it's really coming down.
That's like Oregon or Washington.
Yeah.
They don't even sell umbrellas up there.
So Dylan Nolan Cook is first to face Weiland. Weiland throws at first, and Akiyama's safe. Weiland, of course, from California, dealing with two of the few Pirates that aren't, Akiyama and Nolan Cook, as Dylan lays down a bunt, doesn't do it, and it gets through on the steal attempt by Akiyama. He's running to third. Opportunistic play in there, standing up. DJ Akiyama causing some havoc on the base paths.
So it's a stolen base and E2 on the catcher. Throwing error on the catcher. And the pitch was a strike to Cook.
So some solace for Weiland and the Goldpanners that they at least got a strike out of it, but now a quick runner is 90 feet away as 0-1 is fouled backwards by Nolan Cook.
Wouldn't that be nice to see Dylan knock in Akiyama?
Weiland deals again. Up the middle for strike three, swinging. Nolan Cook goes down, or excuse me, he doesn't.
Well, we didn't know either. The scoreboard was wrong.
Must have been a missed call on that bunt because he went through with it kind of late. So it's 1-2 and another foul ball.
I'm impressed with Dylan Cook's bat speed. Now, Riley, the PA announcer, loves his Warner Brothers cartoons.
He sure does. A lot of fun sound effects here. As a second 1-2 pitch comes in, it's lined into left, and it falls. It's barely fair. DJ Akiyama scores easily. It's up in the wall on the corner. Nolan Cook going to second base.
Look at
and
that.
There's the first run of the game. The big guy drives in DJ Akiyama to make it 4-1. Pirates trailing the Panners.
And he pulled it down the line. And they're going to have to hang on to that ball. Well, actually, probably not, because balls are a commodity here as well.
Definitely.
But how about that? Hats off to Dylan Nolan Cook.
He started to pitch better since a rough first inning, and now doing some damage with the bat as the first pitch to Mariano is outside.
So he'll probably tell you, hey, this game's pretty easy.
Yeah, you do everything.
And he knows it's not. He works very hard.
And has been rewarded with the roster spot for the Pirates up here in Alaska. Helps as well that he's just an easy teammate to have around. As Weiland goes 2-0, that is hit high into deep right field, going back towards the warning track, and it falls at the wall. Nolan Cook is going to third. That'll be a stand-up double for Jose Mariano.
And Cook did the right thing by going back to second base because he didn't know if Espinosa was going to catch that ball. And he was just on the dead run, just couldn't catch up with it. And it kill shotted the right field wall. And a nice double by the power hitting Jose Mariano.
Yeah, that ball was tough to judge. And again, for his effort, Nolan Cook, not the fastest guy on the Pirates. Paid to be conservative there, though I will bring up that the Pirates have had issues driving in runners in scoring position all year, and it's continued into this Alaskan trip.
Sure has. Crunched some numbers last night after the game. And time is called by Scott Murray.
That was to correct a scoreboard error because the scoreboard had Nolan Cook striking out and reset the count but didn't take away the out. What a different game that would be as now Brandon Wynn comes up with 2 on and none out in the top of the 4th, trailing by 3.
Probably credit Scott Murray with that. He's looking right at the scoreboard from the third base coaching box.
Weiland's pitch is hit the other way, going to the outfield, just lands foul.
Yikes.
That would have taken in the 2 runs for sure. But instead, it's 0-1 for Brandon Wynn.
Let's just take an example. Yesterday's doubleheader, runners left on base. In the win, 11-4 for the Pirates, they left 12 runners on base, and 7 of those were in scoring position. In the nightcap, when they lost a heartbreaker, 8-7, 6 runners were left on base, and 3 of those were in scoring position, 2 on third base.
And remember, that second game was only 7 innings long. So it's just been an issue. As 0-1 comes into Wynn, it's lined into right, and it falls. 1 run scores, Mariano coming home. Wynn declines to go to second, and it's a 2-run single for the Pirates. They trail 4-3 here, still with none out in the top of the 4th.
How about that? And that is exactly the hit that the Pirates have been waiting for all season long. And to get an inning going, not with help from the other team, like errors, hit Batman, or walks, but they're doing it with the wood.
Now Robbie Trado next up with the wood. Throw over to first base to check on Wynn is unsuccessful.
And Brandon Wynn doing a great job pulling that ball just out of the reach of second baseman Rocco Caballero.
Weiland to Trado in for strike 1. And I have to speculate that Mason Miles may be giving some tips on how to play against Brandon Weiland to his teammates. You don't expect many connections up here when you go all the way to Alaska, so I'd like to take advantage of the few you have.
Nice pitch by Weiland there. Well, instead of rain and moisture impairing our view, we have barbecue smoke now blocking our view.
So 0-2 comes in, it's swung on and missed. A foul tip from Trado. That's the first out of the 4th inning. And yeah, the smoke is a bit annoying, I'll say it, but I don't mind the smell.
No, it's not annoying at all when you know the smoke is from. At least it's not from the devastating wildfires that were here earlier that the rain did wash away.
And we'd like to thank the whole concession staff, as there's a unsuccessful pickoff throw to first. We'd like to thank the whole concession staff here at Groud Memorial Field, led by Bobby.
Oh, Bobby's terrific.
She's great and cooked up some good stuff for us this weekend. Been a good time out here as that ball is fouled off by Gordon.
Hot dogs and what were the ham sandwiches? Black Forest ham sandwiches and cheese.
Pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah.
The hot dogs were my favorite, I'll say.
Me too. Can't go to the ballpark without a hot dog.
And an excellent topping station. All the fixins. Another pickoff throw to first. That one doesn't work either.
And I'm not going to mention what the finale meal is tonight. Meatball sandwiches.
Won't get us too excited. We focusing on other things.
Like
0-1 finally comes in. A throwback to first is mocked by Williams.
Like the tying run and Brandon Wynn. Let's talk about that.
That is pretty appetizing, almost as appetizing as a meatball sub. Actually, it's more.
It is appetizing. More. Ryder Gordon providing the toppings there, hopefully.
1-1 from Weiland as the runner goes. It's hit the other way, going towards the Pirates' bullpen. It's over the wall.
Yeah, we were talking to John Lorkey, the general manager, and that interview will be on YouTube. It's because it's too long for Instagram. And he says that they put in, about 3,200 people here for the summertime, for the summer game, the midnight summer game?
Yeah, that's correct. And they normally average around 1,300 people, according to Panners broadcaster Giro Von Deen, but it's been a bit lower with the poor weather in this Pirates series, as 1-2 is up high and tight.
Looks like could be about 500 people here tonight.
Nothing to sneeze at. 2-2 pitch is fouled by Gordon.
So Ryder hanging in there.
Yeah, he's just been great out here. Hopefully a sign of things to come for the rest of July. Hard to believe, but just a couple more weeks left in the season.
Yeah, that's it.
After today.
Hope to see you out at LA Valley College.
2-2 pitch, popped way high. Looks like it's Harrison's ball. And he's got it for out number 2. So Gordon fights on, but it's not enough. Easy second out for the Goldpanners, which means that Ethan Gonzalez is up with 2 down and 1 on. Wynn likely going to be aggressive on first base. Weiland to Gonzalez. That's flying the other way. Into the corner and right, and it falls foul. Right next to the Pirate pitchers.
And Jesse Espinoza came very close to catching that. And now he's catching some heat from the pitchers in the Pirate bullpen who didn't move an inch.
There's been limited interaction with the bullpen being over there in that right field corner. Nothing interrupted there. Yet another pickoff attempt. I think Wynn's going to be really aggressive here with the end of the order coming up and 2 down.
I think Weiland thinks so too.
He sure does. Weiland deals 0-1. Foul ball.
And Ethan Gonzalez now with 0-2. He's already choking up just a bit on the bat.
So a big lead for Orange County's own Brandon Weiland. Lets 0-2 go. That one's barely tapped foul.
Gonzalez may have wasted a strike there. Strike three, I should say.
So Gonzalez still fighting, gets 0-2 again. That's rolled up to second. Easy throw to first, and that'll do it. So couple runs score, 3 runs score for the Pirates. They still trail 4-3 to the Goldpanners here at Groud Memorial, but they finally broke the seal. Shutout no longer. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be back in just a sec with Alaska on offense. We're back with Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel here at Groud Memorial Field in beautiful Fairbanks, Alaska. And guess who else is back? Dylan Nolan Cook.
Yes.
For a 4th inning of work.
Why not? I think he earned it with that 1-2-3 inning.
Again, didn't start out too well, but since then has been solid for VC. Up against Jesse Espinoza. First pitch is way outside. Last time, Espinoza was the beneficiary of that error by DJ Akiyama as that one is hit over to second. And Gonzalez completes the play for the first out. Espinoza reached on an error by one middle infielder, but was taken down by another that time. And Hayden Iverson comes to the plate with one down and just 2 pitches from DNC. Nolan Cook to Iverson for strike 1. And Iverson ended the madness of the first inning by flying out to Brandon Wynn in left. That was a deep ball, though. 0-1 pitch. Hit foul over towards the beer garden near first base. So Iverson has already hit Nolan Cook pretty hard. Now the Pirates pitcher has a big advantage over him. Here's the pitch, just outside. And you gotta think that with Perez warmed up a little bit, might not be much more as that one's hit high into deep left field again to win, and he catches it yet again up against the wall. A loud second out. And Hayden Iverson has hit the ball hard twice, but has seen no rewards.
But what a catch by Brandon Wynn out of left field. That was up against the windy side in left field. About another 5 feet, that would have been a home run.
That would have been a Dave's double or maybe a triple. But now it's nothing thanks to Brandon Wynn. Bottom of the order up, Rocco Caballero Nolan Cook's first pitch to him is low. DNC working fast, deals 1-0. It's hit over to Akiyama. The throw to first base is in front, but a tag from Mariano gets the third out. So another excellent inning from Dylan Nolan Cook to keep the score at 4-3, Panners over Pirates. We'll be right back in just a minute with the 5th inning. You're watching Ventura County Pirates on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball YouTube channel. Top of the 5th inning in Fairbanks, Alaska, as the Pirates trail the Goldpanners by 1. We just saw bottom of the order from Alaska. Now here it is from Ventura County. Grant Madrid Murray up first against Brandon Weiland.
But how about Dylan Cook? This is going to be the legend of Dylan Cook today, especially if the Pirates can come back and overtake the Goldpanners. But he only had 6 pitches in that half of the inning. 1, 2, 3 again go the Goldpanners. 50 pitches overall. So that might be it for Dylan Cook in 4 innings.
Madrid Murray waves through the second pitch from Weiland to make it 1-1. And yeah, a lot of these guys who are up here in Alaska, playing more here in Alaska, have been really excellent for the Pirates. 1-1 is driven high into deep right field by Madrid Murray, going towards the bullpen. It's caught next to the bullpen for the first out. Good opposite field power from Madrid Murray, but it doesn't get away from Jesse Espinoza. But a lot of the Pirates that have seen increased roles or new roles because of absences for this trip have been part of the reason why the series has been so competitive. As the first pitch to Ethan Kearney is outside. Kearney so far 0 for 2, struck out in his first appearance, but lined out in his last one in the 3rd inning. 1-0 pitch, whiffed at that one. Kearney, our player of the game for Game 1 yesterday, gets 1-1 for a ball. Here comes Weiland. That's hit foul the other way, out into the parking lot. Narrowly avoided somebody's truck. Now Kearney looks to avoid being out as 2-2 is thrown to him upstairs. This is Kearney's first taste of Weiland today.
I think it's 3-2. Yeah, I had it at 3-2.
Yes.
Count
Yeah, it
as
is.
well.
Yep. Scoreboard a bit slow since Kari left.
Yeah, well, everything up here is.
As
Waited
that's
for
ball
Keegan
4.
to call ball 4.
Yeah, ball 4 is in there for Kearney. He's the first base runner of this 5th inning. Now DJ Akiyama, who's the last batter that Lucas Zach faced. And he hit a single to bring in Weiland. First pitch is hit foul. That one even closer to somebody's vehicle. So DJ hitting as a lefty for the first time today. As that throw to first is not in time. Akiyama gets ready for Weiland. A 1 pitch as the runner advances, but it's a foul ball. Akiyama has a chance to reach from both sides today. He likely won't face a lefty again. 0-2 from Weiland is right on the corner, strikeout looking. That's 2 gone in the top of the 5th inning.
Here he comes.
That brings up the man of the hour, Dylan Nolan Cook, who of course doubled the last time up against Weiland. Here goes Weiland. As the runner moves, but that's going to be an easy fly out to center, and it is. So Nolan Cook can't strike twice against Brandon Weiland, so it's still 4-3 Alaska over Ventura County after the top of the 5th. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be back in a second with the Goldpanners hitting in the bottom of the 5th. We're almost back to it at Groudon Memorial Field in this 4-3 game between the Goldpanners and Pirates. But before we get back into it, a pitching change for VC. Joseph Perez relieves Dylan Nolan Cook. And as he warm-ups, I'll remind you to support the Ventura County Pirates and look good doing it. Buy some gear. You can buy the black or red fitted hats just like the players and coaches wear. Also the red, white, and blue editions. Those are For $35 each, you can stop by the press box when we get back to LA Valley College on Wednesday. Plus, the new Ventura County Pirates t-shirts are available with the new sunset logo on the back. Those are for $25 for men's and women's and $20 in a kid's size. We've got Dennis Brown selling them here in Alaska, but again, just stop by the press box at LAVC on Wednesday or any future home dates for the Pirates. So Perez is ready to go. He's already appeared for the Pirates in Alaska on Friday. Pitched a solid couple innings in relief, but now faces a tough hitter in Tyson Reese. And Reese hasn't been all that good today, though. Grounded out to first in the first and flew out to left in the second. We've seen what he can do. Had a big day yesterday in both games. Here's Perez to Reese. That went outside. Perez from Goodyear, Arizona. Like most of us, far from home in Fairbanks. He's in the portal from Glendale Community College. Deals 1-0 to Reese, and that's a foul ball over Alaska's dugout. Here's 1-1. That one missed outside. Looked like the slider just kind of slipped. Could not sneak back in to the outside corner. Fourth pitch to Reese. That's up the middle and hammered into right center field, going back far, and it is gone just barely off the bottom of the scoreboard in right center. Tyson Reese makes it 5-3. Panners over Pirates with a bomb.
Well, Tyson Reese puts an exclamation point on his opening act here in Fairbanks. That one went in between the Daily News sign and that scoreboard, bounced off the foundation there of the new scoreboard.
So a rough start for Joseph Perez as he faces Griffin Harrison, but leads strike on the shortstop. Harrison reached on a hit by pitch and error today. Scored a run in the first as 0-1 is far outside. Only good thing about giving up a home run first is that the slate is clean behind you. Joseph Perez has endless possibilities here. Here's the pitch. Fouled off the wrists there. And here's Perez again. That one hit high into foul territory towards right field, but it sneaks over the fence. Jose Mariano in pursuit. So So now Harrison stays alive despite the advantage from Perez. Another 1-2 pitch, easily left for ball 2. Perez so far just missing outside with that slider a couple times. He goes again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Some good news for Perez after the bomb for the first out of the 5th inning. And here's the other guy who cleared the fence here at Groudon today, Mikey Bell. Perez to Bell. Beautiful slider. Gets Bell looking. Oh, 1 pitch, swung on and missed.
That's a beautiful pitch by Perez. Took something off of that one, and the breaking ball as well.
Perez throws fastball, slider, changeup, and curve. Goes 0-2 that time outside, but Bell doesn't go after it.
That looked like his slider.
He's been using it a lot so far. He's been quite effective in the past. One, 2 is fouled. And it's interesting that Perez gave up a home run to the first batter he faced, because normally the issue with Perez is that later on into his appearances, he's kind of tailed off and given up some damage late, but on the 4th pitch he threw, Tyson Reese took him deep. Here's the 5th to Bell. It's hit up the middle and over. Perez knocks him over and gets through for a single.
Yeah, that one almost undressed him like Charlie Brown. And
he did the
Perez was being defensive and almost came up with it.
Yep, just left a hand up, but was unlucky, and it resulted in a single. Now Matt Leiterman up to bat. Gets his first pitch, barely low.
Yeah, getting back to Dylan Nolan Cook, we talked about his second time around against the batting order. He did just fine. It was the first time.
Perez looking for his first time seeing all these guys to go better, as 1-0 is tapped over to third. Gordon has it. Gets one out at second and the out at first. It's over. But the play is backed up by Grant Madrid Murray. So Leiterman doesn't advance past first, despite the poor throw from Akiyama.
So we're going to call that a fielder's choice. Leiterman at first, but the out recorded on Bell, 5-4. So 2 down.
Now Bubba Rocha at the plate with the same situation, 1 on, but now 2 gone. Perez to Rocha, that one outside. Madrid Murray stares down Leiterman on first. Pickoff throw to first base, unsuccessful. The graphic on the screen has Rocha in a catcher's mask as he hits that one high and deep into right field. Trado under it, catches it in the corner next to the bullpen. So Tyson Reese hits the scoreboard to double the advantage for Alaska. It leads 5-3 over Ventura County, and We'll be back in just a minute with the 6th inning here from Groudon Memorial Field in beautiful Fairbanks, Alaska. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We're back at Groudon Memorial Field with the Pirates and Goldpanners. Alaska leads 5-3 as we start play in the 6th inning. Matt Chavez in as a defensive replacement at catcher for the home team, replacing Holt Williams. And Jose Mariano up first for your Pirates. Brandon Weiland pitches to him and gets a first pitch strike. Oh, 1 to Mariano. Similar spot, but missed a little outside. Mariano last time doubled and eventually would score for the 3rd run of the game for the Pirates. 1-1 pitch swung on and missed up the middle. Little foul tip there for Jose.
So it's 1-2 is the count. Also an error was given to the Pirates in the bottom of the 5th inning instead of a fielder's choice.
Another foul
in my
tip.
humble opinion,
I think that's
it
wrong
was
too.
a fielder's choice.
Yep.
Because I think that the runner, Matt Leiterman, had beat it out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep it the same. Only 1 error for the Pirates instead
I'm
of
with
2.
you all the way. Another 1-2 pitch is hit up the middle. There's a play at second by Caballo, and it's in there for the first out.
And that was a good one by Caballero because the turf really slowed it down, and so that allowed Caballero to go and get that ball that was headed into center field.
Could have been an infield single. Rocco Caballero stops that from happening. So now there's nothing in front of Brandon Wynn with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning.
And Caballero's moved to his left this time.
That one hit high and deep into center field towards the Alaskan flag, and it hits off the batter's eye. That'll be 2 for Brandon Wynn.
Boy, he just keeps getting better, or what?
Already has the 2 runs batted in on the single. Now adds an extra base hit to his day in Alaska.
And that was off of the bottom star of the Big Dipper on the Alaskan flag, the batter's eye out in center field. So that's about 400 and how about 405 feet?
Yeah,
we'll call it.
yeah, I'd say that. Impressive by Wynn.
There's been some shots hit here this week.
Especially today, something in the air. Now
Nothing.
nothing. Now Robbie Trado up. That is driven the other way. It gets through into right field. Wynn holds up at third. Just a single for the Pirates, but 2 straight hits on 2 straight pitches.
Now, Wynn probably wanted to go, but he was held up by Murray. And Jesse Espinosa out in right field charging the single, the ball out there. So, probably a good idea. Now that you've got Ryder Gordon, who has a base hit, see if he can't get another knock.
A hot bat up for the Pirates. Just 1 gone, and runners on the corners. First pitch to Gordon, barely misses, high and outside. Gordon popped out to the shortstop last time up in the 4th inning. That was against Weiland. One-0 pitch as the runner goes. That's hit and gets to third. A run scores, throw at first is in time. So an RBI ground out that could have ended the inning on a double play. But some good base running by Robbie Trado means that Wynn sneaks in to make it 5-4 Panners over Pirates.
Yeah, that was a hit and run call for Gordon. And with Trado on the run, that erased the double play try.
So now Ethan Gonzalez hits his first pitch foul.
And creates the run. Or scores the run.
Weiland looks behind, deals 0-1, another foul ball.
So second time around seeing Weiland this week. And like I said, with Mason Miles saying this is what this guy has. The Pirates are doing pretty well against the Goldpanners pitcher.
0-2 pitch up high. And Trado with speed aplenty on second. Single with 2 outs would be likely all that is needed to score him. Weiland goes 1-2, way inside.
A lot of room in right center field. Espinosa playing more towards the line in right field. Center fielder Hayden Iverson playing on the left side of the infield part of second base and center field.
2-2 pitch. Hit the other way. He's got the right idea, but that went foul.
Banged that one off of a storage set out of play.
Gonzalez 0 for 2, grounded up last time in the 4th against Weiland. 2 pitches again. That one is grounded over to short. Harrison throws to first base for the out. So the Pirates get one back on the RBI ground out by Ryder Gordon. The score, Alaska 5, Ventura County 4. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back in a minute with the bottom of the 6th inning. Welcome back to this VC Pirates broadcast against the Alaska Goldpanners. A defensive change for Ventura County. Gabe Juarez comes in at catcher for Grant Madrid Murray. Of course, Juarez and Madrid Murray, the only two catchers available for VC today because of Brody Brown's unfortunate injury. And something that made it even more unfortunate was that Brown was supposed to catch in Game 4, so he hadn't even had a chance to go yet, which means that Juarez and Madrid Murray are really pushing it here in Alaska, but handling it pretty well. Juarez especially had to catch Game 4 on short notice. And now
They had about 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, about 5 minutes as another new catcher comes in, this time to bat, Matt Chavez, up for the first time in exchange for Holt Williams.
Well, 2 doubleheaders in 3 days, and then a 9-inning game. Got to try to keep the legs and the knees and the arms fresh.
So Joseph Perez still up there for the Pirates. Gives the first pitch to Chavez low. .1-0 from Perez. His slider is in there.
That was a beauty on the inside part of the plate. Started way inside and just bit off the inside part of the plate.
Chavez didn't know what to do with that. Now gets 1-1. Up the middle, driven to Akiyama at short. A throw to first base is in there. So since DJ Akiyama's error in first, he's been sure with the glove at short. And Jesse Espinoza up now for Alaska. Perez to Espinoza, leaves one way outside.
I'm sure DJ would be the first to tell you that he's not had his A game today, but still clean out there and scooping up those balls.
That one a strike on the outside corner from Joseph Perez. Espinoza last time grounded out to second. This time gets a 2-1 count on second outside pitch. Perez deals, and it's a bit low on the outside.
Looks like Aiden Melendrez, or excuse me, yeah, Aiden Melendrez warming up down in the Pirates bullpen.
And Perez loads up the count, scheduled for only 2 innings. Payoff pitch, fouled off. But really, who knows with the schedule that Scott Murray provided, because I don't think anybody expected Dylan Nolan Cook to get through 4 innings. So now a lot more freedom for the Pirates on their final day in Alaska.
It sure does.
Another 3-2 pitch outside. So Espinoza reaches with the base on balls.
Well, Scott Murray and George Renault have just been waiting for somebody to step up, and Dylan Nolan Cook sure did today. So that's going to create a nice problem for Scott Murray once the Pirates get home on Wednesday. What do you do with Dylan Cook? Do you put him back down in the Bucks, or do you keep him up with the Pirates?
We will see. In limited action, he's been more than satisfactory for VC. Now Hayden Iverson at the plate. Hammers that first pitch into center, has Kearney going back, but an easy grab for out number 2 in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, George Furneaux scours the country looking for mainly arms and heck, just good players in general, but pitchers especially. And maybe they found one right under their nose.
Maybe so now. Dylan Nolan Cook, always great to have a two-way player on standby. Also have Sean Mann, who's not in the lineup tonight. Here's Rocco Caballero. Perez gets ball 1 there. Espinoza on first, 2 out for the Panners. One out to Caballero. He doesn't throw it.
Do they call it balk? No.
I think maybe a late timeout by Caballero.
And Pat Keegan giving that timeout to Caballero.
Bit late now. Perez has to reset. Throws to first. And Espinoza is safe.
Nice pickup move by JP. That was right on the bag. All Jose Mariano had to do is just put his glove down at first base.
One of the better moves we've seen today. Finally, here's 1-0, a perfect slider into the strike zone.
That was nice.
Had a lot of time to think about it. Perez goes again. Barely outside, despite a solid glove from Juarez on the other end of it.
Yeah, Gabe Juarez showing his worth on this trip as well.
Throw over to first again, a great move, but unsuccessful.
Juarez, not as, it just takes things kind of easy. Not really intense.
Has a good time and has been productive this season. 2-1 pitch from Perez. Is a tad low. Three-one pitch, slider in there yet again. As we've learned, there's a duck call going off.
Yeah. That's the anti-Santa Claus, I call him. He sits right over, he and his wife sit right over the dugout.
That one is hit and falls into right center field. Espinoza going to third. He's coming home as Trado and Kearney give chase. A triple for Rocco Caballero on the full count. Makes it 6-4. Alaska over Ventura County.
He ripped it right where they weren't, that's for sure, over the glove of Ethan Gonzalez, and that ball took off and landed right underneath the Goldpanners' new scoreboard.
So Alaska gets back its 2-run advantage that it lost in the road half of this inning. Perez starts 0-1
to
on
this guy.
Tyson Reese. 0-1 pitch, fouled backwards. So already a much better situation for Perez against Reese. Reese led 2-1 when he smashed a homer in the 5th. Perez to Reese, outside, ball 1. Perez takes a beat, deals 1-2. Slider misses outside. Two pitch down the middle and low. So 2 straight full counts for Joseph Perez.
And Aiden Melendrez is all but warmed up in the Pirates bullpen to our right.
Could be the last pitch for Perez. It's a payoff, fouled back.
So Perez hanging tough, looking to get this 3rd out of the inning.
Second 3-2 pitch, up the middle, hit high into left side foul territory. Gordon has it for out number 3. So a full count goes better for Joseph Perez that time. But the Goldpanners are back to a 2-run lead, 6-4, Alaska's advantage over Ventura County. You're watching Ventura County Pirates Baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. And remember, it's brought to you by The Answer is Yes. MasterCard and Visa is the largest class action settlement in U.S. history. If your company took Visa or MasterCard payments between 2004 and 2019, you are entitled to file a claim for being overcharged for transaction fees. Call Kevin Sumstein at 760-685-5813 or Jeffrey Booma at 714-350-8378 for help with that. The answer is yes. We're back with Ventura County Pirates Baseball here in Fairbanks, Alaska. Gabe Juarez, who subbed in as a defensive player in the bottom of the 6th, now up to bat against Brandon Weiland. And looks at ball 1.
I thought that somebody might be warming up down in the Goldpanners bullpen, but they're throwing a football.
That is hit over into left field for a single on the ground by Juarez. Leadoff base runner for the Pirates.
They didn't waste any time. He pulled that in between the shortstop Griffin Harrison and Mikey Bell into a hard base hit.
So Now
so the leadoff runner is on.
Yeah, leadoff runner's on and leadoff hitter for the Pirates. Ethan Kearney up, looks at bunt. That's down the middle for a strike.
Look at Big Gabe. He's out there like a leadoff hitter himself, bouncing out to a lead. He got a stolen base yesterday, didn't he?
It was on a double steal, so
Still counts.
still counts. Did his job. 0-1 to Kearney. That's hit the other way, high into left field. Rocha after it, he has it. And wards off Juarez from running. There's DJ Akiyama for his fourth plate appearance, his second hitting lefty. Struck out looking his first time against Weiland. First one to Akiyama is inside, ball one.
So for Gabe Juarez, he is 5 for 10 in this series with a couple of RBIs and a stolen base.
As productive as he's been all year. 1-0 pitch hammered high into deep right field, going back towards the old scoreboard. And it is gone. Hits off the old scoreboard to tie this thing up at half a dozen each, with one gone in the top of the 7th inning.
Wow. DJ Akiyama, he's been the MVP for the Pirates for this season, it seems like. The kid from Hawaii gets the riptide there.
Two of the heavy hitters for the Pirates this year score, Akiyama and Juarez, and we've got a new ball game in Fairbanks.
That's the second home run for Akiyama, and neither one of them were cheap.
Swing and a miss from Dylan Nolan Cook to start off.
That swing, Dylan wanted to get the lead for the Pirates.
0-1 from Weiland is popped up high. It's over in third base. Bell under it for out number 2.
And then DJ Akiyama, batting from the right side, doubled off the wall in right field. So he really loves this right field walls.
True switch hitter getting it done for both sides. Now Jose Mariano up with nobody on, but it seems that manager Brett Latchman wants to talk to Brandon Weiland.
Someone is throwing feverishly in the bullpen for the Goldpanners. I believe that's Andrew Trotman.
During this mound visit, I'll remind you that you can become a host family for a Ventura County Pirates or Bucks player. If you want to host a new player for this late portion of the season, make sure to call GM George Renault at 805-501-0470. That's 805-501-0470 to host a Pirate or Buck.
I just wanted to check on the temperature. Seems to be cooling off here, but then all it says is rain in 30 minutes. Well, it looks like we're getting a new pitcher. Here comes Trotman. "58 degrees, allegedly."
I actually believe that may not. Trotman 44.
Andrew Trotman.
Yep, that's Trotman for sure. I could swear I saw Ryan Latchman's 41, but that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense now, would it? He's pitched in both days of this series before today. So Trotman warming up for Alaska.
Home plate umpire Pat Keegan flashed the 2 4s up here, so that confirmed it. With 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Brett Latchman sure is, and he loves his hook.
Yeah, he's walks with intent out of his dugout. You know that he's ready to pull a pitcher. So Brandon Weiland surrendered all the runs but 1 for the Pirates today. So now Trotman up against Jose Mariano. That one hit into left field. It falls near the corner. Mariano on quick. And into second base sliding for a double with 2 gone in the top of the 7th.
That was a shot. That sounded like it came out of a cannon and belted down the left field line. Second double of the day for Jose Mariano,
who's been really rounding into form as the season has progressed. Definitely something that Pirates wanted him to take home to California. That one's hit up the middle, and it gets through. Brandon Wynn with another hit. Moves Mariano on to third with a single.
And Mariano couldn't score because it was a bouncer up the middle, and Griffin Harrison just missed flagging that down. But Brandon Wynn with his 3rd hit and 4 at-bats.
So Andrew Trotman's first 2 pitches have been hit decently hard and resulted in a couple base hits. Now Robbie Trado up. Hit a single last inning. First one to Trado is a strike. So the first time Trotman's missed a bat in this relief appearance. Oh, 1 from Trotman outside to catcher Matt Chavez. Trotman deals again as the runner goes. Throw to first is not made. Again, preventing that double steal. Wynn moves into second, and Mariano remains on third.
Should be 2-1, according to the umpire Pat Keegan. Scoreboard operator must be having too much fun next door. Now it's 3-2. Or was that a strike?
3-1. By my count.
3-1.
Trotman fires for a strike to load up the count, contrary to what the scoreboard here at Grouton says.
Pat Keegan flashed up 3-2.
So Trotman settled in a little bit. Huge pitch against Robbie Trado. Here's the payoff. Outside. So Trado gets on with a walk.
Now that loads up the bases for Ryder Gordon.
So for all the good at-bats that Gordon has put together in Fairbanks, this could be the most important of them all. First pitch to him is a strike. Score all knotted up at 6 with 2 out in the top of the 7th. 0-1 pitch. Popped high up in the shallow outfield. Trotman calling for it, but it's actually caught by Leiterman. So the trouble with runners on continues for the Pirates, but 2 score on the home run from DJ Akiyama here in the top of the 7th. We're ready for the 7th inning stretch. We'll be right back in a second. You're watching the Ventura County Pirates on the VC Pirates YouTube baseball channel. Following a serenade on kazoo by Alaska's Happy Boy mascot, we're back with the bottom of the 7th inning between the Pirates and Goldpanners. Scores tied at 6, and a new pitcher is on the mound for the Pirates. It's Aiden Melendrez after 2 innings of Joseph Perez. First batter he's facing is Griffin Harrison. First pitch is hit high into right field, and Trado grabs it in that muddy area for a quick first out.
Coming to the plate, Mikey Bell.
Mikey Bell up to receive the second pitch from Melendrez. Bell, of course, homered in the first inning. Since then, he's hit into a double play and walked, as that first pitch is foul.
So Joseph Perez goes 2 innings, gives up 2 runs on 3 hits, struck out a batter, and walked a batter in 37 pitches. And that walk came around to score in the bottom of the 6th.
0-1 to Bell outside. And a misspoke. It's actually a 2-hit day for Bell. Had a single in the 5th against Joseph Perez. And receives 1-1. Hits it up the middle. Gonzalez has it. Throw to first base is a bit high, but it's there. 2 outs in the bottom 7th.
So a nice play on defense by Ethan Gonzalez, and the tie ball game. The defense really has to tighten up here for the Pirates.
Matt Leiterman up with 2 gone and none on. And that's strike 1 from Melendrez. Oh, 1 pitch, hit over to second. Gonzalez has it again, goes to first, and makes the play again. So welcome on Melendrez, a very quick bottom of the 7th. And the Goldpanners can't get anything out of it, which means it's still 6-6 as we move on to the 8th inning. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel.
Top of the 8th inning we go, and it's all knotted up at 6. Pirates and Goldpanners, and the finale of the 5-game series as the Pirates go barnstorming. And Matt Novus, the hero on the mound for the Goldpanners yesterday in Game 2, put on his Happy Boy outfit, and I asked him to break dance in the middle of the brand new 49 logo, as you see at the bottom center of your screen. And that, of course, commemorates the 49th state.
First time I saw it, I thought it had something to do with, 1849, Gold Rush, Goldpanners, but
Yeah.
then I guess I thought about it for a second more, and it's like, oh, yeah, 49th state.
Andrew Trotman in for his second inning of work. Came in the top of the 7th inning with 2 on and nobody out. Or, 2 out and nobody on. And now has a 2-0 count to Ethan Gonzalez. Swings and misses at that one, and it's 2-1. DJ Akiyama tied the ball game up at 6 with a big 2-run home run to right field. Here comes the 2-1, swings and misses at a changeup, and it's 2-2.
And really the only reason that Trotman escaped without giving up runs is because there were already 2 out when he came in the game. Did not look good against the middle of the order.
Sure didn't. This one bites off the outside corner, and Ethan Gonzalez strikes out looking. So that's the first strikeout for Trotman. And here comes Gabe Juarez, who started off the 7th inning with a ringing single. And now goes down the right field line. That's going to land fair, and that's going to go all the way to the wall, 320 feet away. And Gabe Juarez cruises in to second base with a 1-out double.
Gabe Juarez, the super sub, 2 hits since coming in at a very important time.
And that brings up to top of the order Ethan Kearney and then DJ Akiyama. Kearney is 0 for 3 with a walk. His bat has really cooled off today, but now has an opportunity to break the tie. The go-ahead run is out at second base, and the first pitch to him is on the outside corner for a strike.
And while Trotman hasn't been pitching that long, I'll note that there's nobody in the Alaska bullpen right now.
Up high and a little tight to Ethan, who again has been busy out there in center field today. This one's tapped back to the pitcher. Trotman throws it away down the right field line. Juarez is held up at third base. Kearney to second on the error by Trotman. He just threw that away.
So it happens once again. Yesterday it was Robertson, and today it's Trotman with these horrible throwing errors. Luckily for Alaska, nobody scored on this one, but that really should have been out number 2, but now a dangerous situation and an intentional walk given out.
Yep. So they didn't want anything to do with DJ Akiyama taking the bat out of his hands, but now here comes Dylan Nolan Cook having a conversation with his manager and host father, Scott Murray. So down to second goes Kearney. Well, he was already there on the error. So 2 errors listed for each side, 2 errors for the Goldpanners. And here comes Cook, who is 1 for 4. Swings and misses on a slider. 0-1.
Starts aggressive, not surprised after talking to Scott Murray. That's really a strategy we've seen a lot from Pirates batters all year.
Bases loaded for the Pirates. This one's grounded into the hole at shortstop. On to second for one, on to first, double play. So a 6-4-3 double play gets the Goldpanners out of it, and it remains at 6, a golden opportunity for the Pirates again, as the bases were loaded for the second inning in a row, and they can't cash in. No runs on a hit and one left. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still tied up at 6, Pirates and Goldpanners on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the 8th inning, and we're all tied up at 6 in Fairbanks, Alaska, inside of Groton Memorial Field. And for the Goldpanners, it'll be Bubba Rocha, Matt Chavez, and Jesse Espinoza to face Aiden Melendrez in his second inning of work. First pitch to Rocha, in for a strike.
Melendrez threw just 5 pitches in the last inning.
And is being very economical here to Rocha.
He was slated for 2 innings, but who knows with just 5 pitches in his first frame of work.
Well, we have a Pirate, well, swung on a missed in 3 pitches and 1 out. And for Melendrez, that's his first strikeout. That'll bring up Matt Chavez, his first at bat of the game. Came into his second at bat. Came in as a defensive replacement. Grounds it to shortstop, where DJ Akiyama slings it across to Mariano for a 6-3 putout. So Chavez 0 for 2. Holt Williams 0 for 2, but has an RBI. So 4 pitches for Melendrez. Now Jesse Espinoza.
It's actually Jacob Badawi in as a pinch hitter for Espinoza.
So right away, 0-2. Fouls that one back. So Espinoza goes 0 for 1, was on an error and a walk, and came around to score. And this one's pulled foul in front of Nick Rush, the assistant coach out of UNLV at third base.
So that's 6 pitches so far for Melendrez.
This one's grounded in the hole, backhanded by Akiyama, and a nice throw and a stretch by Jose Mariano. So 6-3 on a putout there. And quickly, 1-2-3, go the Goldpanners, and it'll be last call for the Pirates. Well, we don't know. It's all tied up at 6. And we'll come back to the top of the 9th inning with the Pirates and the Goldpanners all knotted up at 6 on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Top of the 9th inning we go, and hold on, here comes Jose Mariano. Hot off of a good play, a great play actually, with a stretch and a pick as DJ Akiyama went into the hole to get the last ground ball of the bottom of the 7th inning to end that inning and keep Adrian Melendrez perfect for 2 innings and only 13 pitches. 6-6 is the score. Trotman slings in a strike. Okay.
Close one for Trotman, who's been an escape artist. Loaded the bases twice in the past 2 innings and didn't give up any runs.
This one's slung outside, and it's 2-1. 6 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors for the Goldpanners. 6 runs and 12 hits and 1 error. And this one goes by the mound. Mariano's going to have to hurry, but a good play by Griffin Harrison to throw him out at shortstop. 6-3. So 1 down. And in steps Brandon Wynn. And I know the Pirates want to thank Brody Brown's aunts. Here's the first pitch, and that's outside to Wynn, the left-handed hitting left fielder. Debbie DeThomas and Marionette Kelly and her husband, Dr. Bill. This one's fouled up high, and it's going to be in play, or going to be in fair territory, but it lands harmless, and it's 1-1 to Brandon Wynn. Not only did they come and take Brody around, but they brought over 6 dozen Fatoyers, Syrian meat pies.
Oh.
You missed out.
When was that?
Where have you been? We haven't seen you.
I keep to
You
myself.
must be you've been sightseeing or something.
I have been a little sightseeing.
Okay, but it has been. But the Fatoyers were big hits.
They sound excellent.
They are. There's still some left. I've been texting you. You better come get some. This one is low and inside for a ball. So thanks, Debbie and Marionette and Dr. Bill. Hopefully you made it home south of here. I know they live here in Alaska and made a special trip up here. Oh, did you see that? I just caught a giant mosquito, and I thought I crushed it, and it just laughed at me as I let it go. It's 3-1 to Brandon Wynn right now. And this one's hit into the air in center field. Hayden Iverson goes back a few steps and puts it away for the second out. Brandon Wynn, what a day he had. 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Robbie Trato steps in now. Trato opens up his stance a bit, steps in, 1 for 2 with a walk, and taps this one. And an excuse me, Trotman with it, throws a strike over to Matt Leiterman. So Trato cheats himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Pirates and Andrew Trotman. We're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Hold on to your hats. The Pirates and the Goldpanners tied up at 6 on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the 9th inning we go. Aidan Melendrez comes out for his 3rd inning of work. Heck, he's only thrown 13 pitches. 1-2-3 for the 7th and 8th inning. And has really done a terrific job holding the meat and potatoes of the Goldpanners at bay. Hayden Iverson and Rocco Caballero, and this is lined into center field right at Kearney, and he puts it away for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Rocco Caballero. Hayden Iverson 0 for 4 today. Caballero with 2 hits. The big one was the 2-run triple back in the 6th inning. That was to right center field. A little bit of a breaking ball or a fastball with some movement on it. That settles in for a strike. Caballero at second base today for the Goldpanners. Fastball and a beauty, swung on and missed. Melendrez, a little bit of a quick pitch there.
He's been quick in these 2 1/3 innings so far.
Fastball, and that's fouled back, and it's 0-2. You're not wasting any time. It's getting chilly out here, so why not stay warm and work fast?
Yeah, and Melendrez wanted that one. He wanted the 3-pitch out, as if he hasn't been efficient enough.
Inside part of the plate, and that spins Caballero back. 1-2 is the count. 6 runs on 12 hits for the Pirates, 6 runs on 7 hits for the Goldpanners, and this one's tapped up the first baseline, spins, Melendrez gets it and tosses it to Mariano before it could do any more trouble. That thing was spinning like a top off the end of the bat. 1-3 on the putout, 2 down, and that'll bring up the top of the order and Tyson Reese. So this is the guy you have to get out, because this guy is Tyson with a capital T for trouble.
Or for torque, based on that home run.
Absolutely. He belted a home run off the bottom of the scoreboard, the new scoreboard, back in the 5th inning, but it was a leadoff home run with a wide open stance, and lines a single into center field, just past the glove of DJ Akiyama. So a 2-out single And that brings up Griffin Harrison, who flew out against Melendrez, the first batter that he faced.
8.
Harrison is, go ahead.
I was just going to say 8 in a row taken down by Melendrez up until that hot single from Reese.
Harrison is 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch and scored on the home run, and this one's popped into left field, and it could be trouble. Akiyama reaches back and makes the catch. DJ has just been playing out of his mind. Makes a nice backhanded catch, running away like a wide receiver in a football game, headed for the end zone. So no runs on a hit. And Tyson Reese is stranded at first base and will go to the top of the 10th inning. And we're all knotted up at 6. Hey, we've had a great time. Let's stay for some extras on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Well, the 10th inning is going to extend Andrew Trotman's day. He came in the top of the 7th with 2 out, nobody on, in relief of Noland Weiland. And he'll face Ryder Gordon, Ethan Gonzalez, and Gabe Juarez, the bottom 3 in the Pirates order. But they've been very productive today. Gordon is 1 for 4 and an RBI ground out. Look out. They said it hit him. Gordon squared around the bunt. The ball was inside and hit the jersey. So the leadoff man is on for the Pirates.
And remember, Trado is on second, the international tie-breaking runner.
Okay. So we'll put him out there at second. And now Carlos Gonzalez is conferring with Scott Murray and home plate umpire Pat Keegan.
Didn't look like a hit by pitch to me, but I believe the umpires.
So, well, yeah, Trado was the final out in the top of the 9th inning.
And what a good tie-breaking runner to have on for the Pirates.
Not only is he fast, but he's a smart base runner.
One of the more experienced ball players on the Pirates roster is the go-ahead run.
Well, while the umpires are talking about it, and Raleigh Johnson, the music man and PA guy, calling to Twilight Zone, we're going to tell you the answer is yes. MasterCard and Visa is the largest class action settlement in U.S. history. If your company took Visa or MasterCard payments between 2004 and 2019, you are entitled to file a claim for a refund for being overcharged for transaction fees. Call Kevin Sumstein at 760-685-5813. And you know what, Alex? You can look good in Pirates gear.
Even me?
Even you. Especially if you come to the Pirates game Wednesday at 6:15 when the San Diego Sunrays come to town at LA Valley College. We have Bucks hats, either the fitted red or black hats for $30. The Pirate CCL caps, we have 2 new ones. The newest one is the Star Spangled Banner hat for $35. Also the t-shirts, $25 for men's and women's. We also have V-necks, ladies. And kids, $20 as well. Here we go. And the first pitch to Ethan Gonzalez, squared around a bunt, pulls the bat back, and it's 1-0. So I don't know what they had to clear up, but it's cleared up. Here's the 1-0, and it's bunted back to the pitcher, Trotman, and he throws to first. Probably not a bad idea the way Trotman's been fielding throwing his grounders. So it's a sacrifice. 1-3, 1 out, and the go-ahead run is at third base. The insurance run is at second base in Ryder Gordon, and that brings up Gabe Juarez. All he's done is gone 2 for 2. Thank you very much. Continues his hot hitting. He is 6 out of 11 in the series. Fastball, and that hit him. And that'll load the bases, and Gabe didn't even move out of the way. That might have dented a Volkswagen, but not Gabe Juarez.
Nope.
So 2 hit batsmen, and the bases are loaded for the 3rd time in 4 innings. And that'll bring up the top of the order, and Ethan Kearney, who was on an error last time up. And this one's grounded to second, hit by Caballero out at home. So 4-2 on the force out, and Trado's out. So 2 down. 4-2. And the bases remain loaded as Kearney is on first on the fielder's choice. Juarez is at second, and Gordon is at third. So DJ Akiyama, who has a home run and a base hit, swings and misses, and was out in front of that one. 0-1. 2 for 4 with a walk. Grounded into a double play last time up, but before that hit a 2-run home run in the 7th and pops this one up on the infield. Caballero says he has it and puts it away, and the Pirates leave the bases loaded again. So no runs on no hits and 3 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th, all knotted up at 6 on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the 10th we go. It's all tied up at 6. Mikey Bell, who was it was Griffin Harrison, who was the final out in the 9th inning for the Goldpanners, will be out at second base. Aiden Melendrez, who has only allowed one base runner in 10 batters, goes back out, 21 pitches. And I just looked at the time. It's 9:15. We have a flight to catch.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Our Alaska Airlines flight leaves Fairbanks Airport at 2:30 a.m. Yeah, I know, right? Here comes the first pitch from Melendrez to Bell, and that's fouled away 0-1. And Melendrez still keeping things going his way.
But Lou, is it really a red eye if it's still bright out when you're on the plane?
We're red-eyed. Melendrez pitches into right center field, and that's going to end the ball game. As it goes off the wall, here comes Griffin Harrison to come in, and one pitch, and that'll do it. 7-6 is the final score on the RBI double by Mikey Bell. Mikey Bell with another terrific game today. He is their player of the game, that's for sure. Bell with 3 hits in 5 at-bats with a home run, a 2-run home run, and now the winning hit, the RBI into right center field off of the loser, Aiden Melendrez, and the winner is Andrew Trotman, who really somehow kept walking the tightrope and the Pirates let him off the hook.
That's the thing about the win and loss stat, because Andrew Trotman was at best okay and at worst quite bad. Gets the win, got out of 3 bases loaded jams. And Aiden Melendrez gets saddled with a loss? Are you kidding me? I don't care that he gave up an extra base hit. That was in his 4th inning of work. He was shut down for 7, 8, 9, and nothing came through from the offense. Yep. And that's what's going to happen. He's owed an apology by his teammates for that, and it's a 7-6 loss because the Pirates can't hit with runners in scoring position, and they haven't been able to all summer.
Yep, it was a terrific time here in Fairbanks, Alaska. The Pirates only go 1-4 this trip, and we will pack up and head home. We got to get out of here in a hurry, Alex, so we're going to say goodbye really quick. Want to thank everybody here. John Lorke, the GM, PA Raleigh Johnson, Garo Von Den, Chris Carlson, Burnley Garam, Kari and Bobby as well here with the Alaska Goldpanners. And thank you, Alex, for coming along this trip, and we'll see you back at LA Valley College on Wednesday against the Sunrays at 6:15.
Yeah, I mean, despite my mood after this game, it was a great trip. You can see the guys taking a photo. It's a great opportunity to be out here in Fairbanks.
Once again, the final score here, as you can see the guys down there on the field, the final score is 7-6 in 10 innings. The Goldpanners over the Pirates. Until Wednesday, so long.